Are you an entrepreneur and you have a lot of ideas every single day? Are you wondering why hindi mo ma-implement yung mga ideas mo? In this video, I'm gonna share with you how to be able to implement your business ideas without actually hustling every single day. Coming up. Hello entrepreneurs, this is Fibo Lim, your online marketing coach. In this channel, we publish weekly content that will help you grow your business online. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Don't forget to ring the bell button so that you're gonna get notified every time we publish our contents. So now, let's jump into the content. So, if you're somebody and you have a lot of ideas every single day, but the problem is execution, I want to tell you that you're normal. That's the exact same journey that I went through, okay? Which is, just to give you like a backstory on this, is I had a friend and actually kapitbahay ko siya. I always share with him my ideas, my thoughts about business. Na parang, uy, how about we're gonna implement this, we're gonna have this upsell, we're gonna do this business, we're gonna create this type of product. And he always laughs about me because after how many months, nothing is happening. Like, I just have an idea and then, kumbaga nagpa-follow up siya sa akin, sabi niya, uy, ano na yung plan mo about implementing this idea? And, you know, like, I tell them, and I use other reasons. So let me share with you why this happens to most entrepreneurs and why this is normal. Now, I actually had a student and we had this, kumbaga, yung community namin, we had some leaders. I'm sharing with you how I discovered this na it's actually normal, no? So, when we had this leaders accountability calls, is somebody from my leaders actually shared, and talked about being an integrator. And I asked, how did you learn about this? And he gave me some resources. And from there on, I spent a week, I studied, I dived in deeper about this integrator. So, for those who don't know, an integrator is kind of like an implementer. Okay, so yun yung nag-implement sa mga ideas mo. So, that's when I realized pala na in business, there are actually two types of people. Okay, number one, ito yung tinatawag natin na visionary. Okay? And number two, ito yung tinatawag natin na integrator. Or we're gonna call it as implementer para mabilis to understand. So, if you notice, big companies just like Apple, they have these two types of people, like the visionary and the implementer. So, the visionary is like Steve Jobs, and then the implementer is like Steve Wozniak. So if you notice, I'm gonna give another example. Let's say, for example, Microsoft, diba? So the visionary is Bill Gates, the implementer is Paul Allen. Sa Facebook, the visionary is Mark Zuckerberg, the implementer is, I forgot who the name is. But the point here is, for every successful business, there's always an implementer. Now, if you notice, usually the implementers are the ones na hindi masyadong sikat, but without them, the visionary won't be able to materialize or make their ideas possible. Okay? It's because they have two types of personalities. Like, the visionary is the one na siya yung public figure, siya yung nagsiset ng goals, but the implementer is all they want to do is implement the ideas of the visionary. I know it seems crazy because most people are actually visionaries, tapos konti lang yung implementer. Okay? The reason why I'm sharing you this, it's because when you're getting started, most probably you need to become both. You need to become an implementer and a visionary. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was the one who implemented my ideas. And because parang my implementation skills and my ideas cannot cope up, I can only implement a few. So again, if you're starting out, then no problem. You should be doing this yourself. Or the other option would be you should be getting a business partner who is an implementer who loves to implement ideas. Usually, yung job description nito is to implement ideas, to materialize, to delegate. These are usually the people who would want to work inside the business, and these are what we call intrapreneurs. Okay? So, may tinatawag na entrepreneur, may tinatawag na intrapreneur. So, these are the people who still makes money, who has, kumbaga, merong involvement with regards to the growth of the business, but most probably, they work inside the business. Kumbaga, they work on the day-to-day operations. Okay? So now, going back, so if you're still getting started, you have like two options. You can just do it yourself, or you can partner up with somebody. With regards to hiring, case-to-case basis, because if you have the funds, you can hire, but if you don't have the funds, business partner would be the good deal. To give you a backstory is, when I made my first 1 million in 1 month, I actually had a business partner, and I would say that the business partner was really an implementer. Yun yung nakuha ko. Grabe yung partnership, no? Not always na ganun mangyayari. Kasi minsan, pag dalawa kayo visionary, then puro plano na lang, walang nangyayari, right? When I started my events business, I had to hire somebody who does my customer support, my emails, etc. And the good news there is she was an implementer. So, it was much easier kasi yung mga day-to-day tasks ko, she was the one doing it. So, yun, those are your options. You can either hire if you have some funds. You could either just do it yourself when you're getting started, or you could partner up with somebody else. Now, in my business kasi, is things became like from a 6-figure, we earned 7, and then eventually we're now an 8-figure a year business. And now we have like 16 team members working with us. Hindi ko na talaga kaya to delegate and do all that. And the worst thing is this. That's my weakness. My weakness are repetitive things, delegating, and all this day-to-day operations. However, I have ideas every single day. If you're somebody naman who has already built a brand, who has already built a business, kumbaga you have some earnings already, the only way for you to scale your business is to hire an implementer. Okay? Whether, number one, with regards to hiring an implementer, you could either look for, if meron ka ng team members, meron ka ng employees, you could actually just look for your team members or employees who's the right person. Number two is, again, you can still partner up with a business partner, but I don't think that's a good idea when you have already established a business or a brand. So most probably, the best option would be get somebody or you hire somebody from outside. In our case kasi, I think I would share this in a different topic na, no? But in a different video because this is quite long. But in our case kasi, yes, our team members were good in their own field. Magaling sila. But the problem is, they're good as a doer. Okay? Kumbaga magaling sila who do things. If you're good in video editing, like that, you're good in doing video editing, but that doesn't mean you're good in managing and delegating and leading. You also have a team member na magaling din mag-create ng funnels, but that doesn't mean na you know how to create a process and a checklist and delegations and fulfill the role of an implementer, right? So what we did in our company is we actually got somebody outside and we hired and made it very clear na once we get you, this is your job and responsibility. So technically, her job and responsibilities are everything that I didn't want to do before. And now, that got me the time to be able to work on the business and focus on things. When I say work on the business, that doesn't mean, guys, na mag-chill ka na lang and wala kang gagawin and your business will run. You know, this is like the mistake of most people. When I say working on the business, is focus on the strategic things in your business. For example, making deals, okay? Growing the brand, okay? Clarifying the business direction, clarifying the core values, and trust me, guys, these are the things that I have not even thought before. Like all I thought before was just the marketing and sales. And true enough, if you're still starting out and you don't have sales, that is what you should be focusing on. But once you have these sales already, like you should be getting somebody to replace your day-to-day tasks so you can focus on the strategic things for your business. That's my takeaways, that's my thoughts on how you can get things done without hustling every single day. So it's to understand that there are actually two types of people, a visionary and an implementer. By the way, some people are both. But in my case, kasi I am very far away. Okay. So, by the way, if you want to take this test, just search on Google Visionary Integrator test so that you know like what are you ba. In my score kasi is like 97% visionary, so I'm like perfect. My integrator is like 46, so very very far. So that's why having this takeaway, having this understanding really brought me to the next level. Na it's okay pala for me and it's normal for me. Not to implement things because that's really who I am. By the way, if you got value from this video, let me know in the comment section. Share with me, were you able to experience something like this in your business ba? And can you share with me below na ano yung mga experiences mo with regards to having a lot of ideas and not implementing those ideas? Or let me know in the comments below because I'll be reading all of your comments. By the way, if you have not subscribed in our YouTube channel yet and you want more videos just like this one, go ahead, click subscribe now and don't forget to ring the bell button so that every time we publish new videos, you will get notified. By the way, one more thing, if you want to discover how to be able to grow your business online using my strategies, then I would like to invite you to my masterclass. The link is fibolim.com/class. You can see that here, fibolim.com/class, to be able to get access and attend this free masterclass that I'm conducting. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, this is Fibo Lim. Achieve success, live with happiness, and enjoy the good life. See you in our next episode.